Audio Jungle.
My dear students, how are you? I hope all you are well. In this pandemic situation, this is very crucial time. We don't know when we can meet, but I am missing my students and my lovely school campus of Milestone School and College. One thing that will inspire me very much now, that your like and comments in my videos, and I hope you will continue to give like and comment in my videos. That will inspire me for making good videos. So my dear students, let's start today's class.
Audio Jungle.
My dear students of class 6, today chapter number 2, name is ratios and percentages. I am going to solve two problems from chapter 2.3, 28 and 29 number. 29 number is the creative question. So let us see the solution of this maths. Review of previous lesson. My dear students, in the last class you have done some problems from exercise 2.3. Now I am going to give you 2 minutes to solve one problem. The problem is 9 workers can do a piece of work in 18 days. In how many days can 18 workers do that piece of work? So my dear students, your time starts now. Please solve it as early as possible. Okay, your time is over. Now you can see the solution, my dear. This is the solution. As you can see, 9 workers can do a piece of work in 18 days. In how many days can 18 workers do that piece of work, my dear? So this is the unitary method we can use in here. 9 workers can do the piece of work in 18 days. Therefore, one worker can do the piece of work. Obviously, it is more days because 9 workers need 18 days. If one worker need to do that work, obviously need more days. That's why it is 18 multiplied by 9. Therefore, 18 workers can do the piece of work. Obviously, less days. 18 multiplied by 9 divided by 18. And if we reduce, we get 9 days is the desired answer. So my dear students, this is the review of previous lesson. In the last class, you have solved some problems from exercise 2.3, and I already gave you 2 minutes to solve one problem, and this is the problem, my dear, and the answer is 9 days. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to solve word problem from exercise 2.3, solve word problem by unitary method, solve people related problem, solve work related problem, solve ways related problem. So this is the thing, my dear students, you will solve work related problem from exercise 2.3 by using unitary method, solve work related problem, and solve ways related problem. That is very important for you. My dear students, a video on unitary method. I hope you will enjoy this video, because by this video your conception will be clear on unitary method. So let us see the video.
Today, let's go shopping with Miss Honey. She will also explain us the unitary method while shopping. Hello, kids. In problems related to unitary method, the cost of many things would be given. We have to find the cost of many more or less things. For doing this, we first go from many to one and then from one to many, which we have already learnt. So, let's begin shopping and learning together. I have to buy some books. There are 8 books here. These 8 books cost 80 rupees. But I need only 5 books. So, let's find out what will be the cost of 5 books. First, let's see what information we have. There are 8 books. 8 books cost 80 rupees. Now let us see what we have to find out. What will be the cost of 5 books? So, here we first need to find out the value of one book. Now, to get the value of one book, we have to divide the total value of books with the total number of books. So, here we divide 80 by 8 to get the cost of one book. We know 10 into 8 is equal to 80. So, we will write 10 as the quotient. Now, write 80 below the dividend. Here, let's subtract 80 from the dividend. We get 0 as the remainder. Therefore, cost of one book is equal to rupees 80 divided by 8 is equal to 10 rupees. Now, to find out the cost of 5 books, we multiply the cost of one book into number of books. Therefore, cost of 5 books is equal to rupees 10 into 5, which is equal to rupees 50.
So my dear students, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us solve some problems from chapter 2.3, and this is problem number 28. You can see 2 men can do the same amount of work that 3 boys can do. 4 men and 10 boys together can do a piece of work in 20 days. In how many days will 6 men and 15 boys do that work? This is people related problem, my dear. Again I am reading the question because this question is very important. You need to understand this. 2 men can do the same amount of work that 3 boys can do. That means 2 men equals to 3 boys. 4 men and 10 boys together can do a piece of work in 20 days. In how many days will 6 men and 15 boys do that work? Okay, let us see the solution, my dear. Here, the work of 2 men equals to the work of 3 boys, as written in the first line in the stem. 2 men can do the same amount of work that 3 boys can do. Now, the work of 1 man equals to the work of 3 divided by 2 boys. Now, the work of 4 men equals to 3 multiplied by 4 divided by 2 boys. Why this is work of 4 men? Because in the second line, 4 men and 10 boys together can do a piece of work, and if we want to make one unit from men to boys, we have to do like this: 6 boys. So 4 men equals to 6 boys we get. So the work of 4 men and 10 boys equals to the work of 6, because instead of 4 men we can write down 6 boys. In here you can see plus 10, so equals to 16 boys, my dear. Again, the work of 6 men equals to the work of 3 multiplied by 6 divided by 2 boys. From this line, my dear students, you can see the work of 4 men equals to 3 multiplied by 4 divided by 2, 6 boys. And from this line, we can do this line, the work of 6 men equals to the work of 3 multiplied by 6. That means instead of 4, we will write down the 6 now by 2. And if we reduce, we get the work of 9 boys, my dear. So the work of 6 men and 15 boys, as you can see in the third line, in how many days will 6 men and 15 boys do that work? That's why we will find out 6 men equals to how many boys. So the work of 6 men and 15 boys, as you can see, instead of 6 men we get 9 boys. So we will write down 9 plus 15 boys or 24 boys. Now only we have made 16 boys and 24 boys. There will be no men now. Okay. Therefore 16 boys can do the work in 21 days. Therefore, 1 boys can do the work obviously more days, because 16 boys they need 21 days. If it is on boy, obviously he need more days. That's why it is multiply, my dear, 21 multiplied by 16 days. Therefore, we get 24 boys in here. So 24 boys can do the work 21 multiplied by 16 divided by 24 days. And if we reduce, my dear, we get 14 days, which is the desired answer. As my dear students, we are converting 2 men to the boys, and if you want, you can do converting boys to the men in the same way, and you will get the same result. So my dear students, that is the answer of this question. Here the work of 2 men equals to the work of 3 boys. So we will find out the work of 1 man, 3 divided by 2, and after that 4 men, we will get 6 boys. Now, so the work of 4 men and 10 boys equals to, instead of 4 men, we can write down 6 plus 10, that is 16 boys. Again, the work of 6 men equals to the work of 3 multiplied by 6 divided by 2 boys, the work of 9 boys. So the work of 6 men and 15 boys equals to, instead of 6 men we can write down 9. 9 plus 15, that would be 24 boys. Now 16 boys can do the work in 21 days. Therefore on boys can do the work obviously more. That's why 21 multiplied by 16. Therefore 24 boys can do the work in 21 multiplied by 16 divided by 24, that is 14 days, is the desired answer. So my dear students, now I am going to solve one problem, creative question 29 number from chapter 2.3. This is the creative question, so let us see the stem first. Alif can complete a piece of work in 20 days. Khalid can complete the same work in 30 days. Their daily wages are 500 taka and taka 400 respectively. So my dear students, this 500 taka is Alif and this 400 taka is for Khalid. After working 3 days together, Khalid completed the rest of the work alone. That means after working 3 days together, Alif leave the work. That's why Khalid completed the rest of the work alone. Now the question is, what part of work can Alif and Khalid do in one day? Question number B, in how many days did the work get finished? If each of them individually finished 5 by 16 portion of the work, find out the ratio of the wages they are entitled to, my dear. So this is the 3 questions. Let us see the solution number A. In 20 days, Alif can complete one part of work. Therefore, in 1 days, Alif can complete 1 divided by 20 part of work, my dear. In 30 days, Khalid can complete one part of work. Therefore, in 1 days, Khalid can complete obviously less. That's why 1 divided by 30 part of work. Now, the question says, what part of work can Alif and Khalid do in 1 day? That means they are together do in 1 day. That's why we have to find out in 1 day, Alif and Khalid finish together. We will add these two, 1 divided by 20 plus 1 divided by 30 part of work, and if we get the answer, that is the desired answer of A. And 20 and 30, my dear students, the LCM of 20 and 30, we will get 60. And if we divide 60 divided by 20, we will get 3 multiply 1, that would be 3. And if we divide 60 divided by 30, we will get 2 multiply with 1, that would be 2. So we will get 5 divided by 60 part of work. And if we reduce, we will get 1 divided by 12 part of work, which is the desired answer of A. So this is the STEM, my dear students, of problem number 29. We have to find out the first question, what part of work can Alif and Khalid do in 1 day? And this is the solution. In 20 days, Alif can complete one part of work. Obviously, in 1 day it is less, that's why 1 by 20 part of work. In 30 days, Khalid can complete one part of work. In 1 day, obviously it is less, 1 divided by 30 part of work. And the question says we have to find out in 1 day Alif and Khalid finish together. That's why we will add these two, and after calculation we will get 1 divided by 12 part of work. That is the desired answer. So my dear students, now we will solve question number B, and this is the STEM, my dear students. You can see again, and the question number B is, in how many days did the work get finished? So let us see the solution, my dear. Solution number B. In 1 day, Alif and Khalid finish together 1 divided by 12 part. That is, we get from question number A. So in 3 days, Alif and Khalid finish together. Obviously more, that's why 1 multiplied by 3 divided by 12 part. And we get 1 divided by 4 part. So in 3 days, because it is written in after working 3 days together, that's why we will find out in here in 3 days how part of work they together finished. Now Khalid completed the rest of the work alone, so we have to find out the rest of the work, my dear. Now the remaining work or the rest of the work we can find out 1 minus 1 divided by 4 part of work. And if we do LCM, we will get 4, and 4 ones are 4 minus 1. After that, 3 divided by 4 part of work, that is remaining work, which has done Khalid by Khalid. So Khalid can do one part of work in 30 days, because it is written in here in the second line from the STEM, my dear. Khalid can complete the same work in 30 days. So we can write down Khalid can do one part of work in 30 days. Therefore, the remaining work 3 by 4. Khalid can do 3 by 4 part of work. 30 multiplied by 3 divided by 4, because it is more. And if we reduce, we get 45 divided by 2 equals to 22 whole 1 divided by 2 days is the desired days. Therefore, work will get finished. That 3 days already we needed, and this 22 whole 1 divided by 2 days needed for Khalid. So total days we need 22 whole 1 divided by 2 plus 3 days equals to 25 whole 1 divided by 2 days, which is the desired answer of question number B, my dear students. So this is the STEM of problem number 29, and the question is, in how many days did the work get finished? That means total days. So in 1 day, Alif and Khalid finished together 1 divided by 12 part. In 3 days, Alif and Khalid finished together 1 divided by 4 part. And after that, remaining part, obviously 1 minus 1 divided by 4. After the LCM, we get 3 divided by 4 part of work. Now Khalid can do one part of work in 30 days and the rest of the work done by Khalid. That's why we will find out Khalid can do 3 divided by 4 part of work in 30 multiplied by 3 divided by 4 days. And after reducing, we get 45 divided by 2 or 22 whole 1 divided by 2 days. Therefore, work will get finished 22 whole 1 divided by 2 plus 3 days, that is 25 whole 1 divided by 2 days, that is the desired answer. So my dear students, now solution number C. This is a stem. Again you can see, and the question is, if they each of them individually finished 5 by 16 portion of the work, find out the ratio of the wages they are entitled to. Let us see the solution. Alif can complete one part of work in 20 days. So Alif can complete 5 by 16 part of work, 20 multiplied by 5 by 16, because it is need more days. That's why multiplied by 5 by 16. And the question said if they each of them individually finished 5 by 16 portion of the work, that's why we will find out 5 by 16 portion of each of them. Then we get is 25 by 4 days. Now in one day Alif's wages 500 taka, it is written in the given portion in the stem. So in 25 by 4 days Alif's wages 500 multiplied by 25 by 4, and if we reduce we will get 3125 taka, that means 3125 taka. Khalid can complete one part of work in 30 days. Therefore, Khalid can complete 5 by 16 part of work, obviously more days, that's why 30 multiplied by 5 by 16 equals to 75 divided by 8 days. Now, in one day, Khalid's wages is 400 taka, it is given in the stem. Therefore, in 75 by 8 days, Khalid's wages 400 multiplied by 75 divided by 8, and after reducing we get 3750 taka. So my dear students, the ratio of them, because the question says find out the ratio of the wages they are entitled to, that's why the ratio is 3125 is to 3750, and if we reduce we get 5 is to 6. That is the answer of this question number C. So my dear students, this is the stem of CQ 20 number 9 number math, and the question, if they each of them individually finished 5 by 16 portion of the work, find out the ratio of the wages they are entitled to. Now the solution number C. Alif can complete 5 by 16 portion of work in 25 divided by 4 days, and in one day Alif's wages is 500 taka, in 25 divided by 4 days his wages is 3125 taka. Now Khalid can complete 5 by 16 portion of work in 75 by 8 days. In one day Khalid's wages is 400 taka. Therefore 75 by 8 days Khalid's wages is 3750 taka. Then question said we have to find out the ratio of the wages. So the ratio of the wages is 3125 is to 3750, and after reducing we get 5 is to 6, which is the desired answer. Now my dear students, summary of today's lesson. In this class we have solved word problems from chapter 2.3. We have solved one creative question that is very important for the examination. We have solved work and wage related problems, my dear students. So this is the topics we have learned today. So my dear students, you have online HW from chapter 2.3. You have to do 25 number and 27 number math. Enjoyed the class and understand everything very clearly. If you have any question, you can ask me in Messenger group class or in Zoom class, no problem. We will meet together again. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.